Listener discretion is advised. This podcast contains explicit material that may not be suitable for some individuals. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect or represent the views and opinions of the actual people, companies, or any organization. This podcast may not be reproduced, edited, copied without the expressed written permission from the hosts. You have been warned.
The Flintstones, 1994. Rated PG.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is another episode of NBKIA Movie Reviews with Jonathan, Simon, and Ryan.
Did that just say it was a Steven Spielberg movie?
I might have.
Wow. What are we watching here? So this is like Fred Flintstone at work. How we always pictured it, I suppose.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, compared to the cartoons, he's usually operating a big dinosaur, but they're like actually showing the pickaxe and stuff.
Yeah. Elizabeth Perkins.
What I don't understand is that one of the guys that was working there, he was wearing a cow skin. From what I can remember and know, I don't think they really had cows back in the prehistoric dates. No?
That's a good point.
Nothing
Simon,
about...
You really brought your A game.
Thanks. I've been thinking.
I would guarantee it. Yeah, at least not that. Halle Berry's in this? Are you serious?
Kyle MacLachlan.
And yeah.
Dune.
Dante's Peak. No,
I mean Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to think of something that was better.
He's in Sex and the City.
Is he really?
Yeah. Kyle MacLachlan's all over the place, man.
Halle Berry really rocks short hair.
She's all over the place.
I know. I don't think I've really seen her ever wearing long hair since I've been alive.
Monsters Ball.
Ooh, CGI right there. Okay, now we got it. John Goodman.
Completely translated the opening sequence of the cartoon into a film.
Are they gonna say gay?
That's funny.
Wow.
I always loved as a kid watching this cartoon, I always loved the part where they give him the giant
ribs?
rack of ribs and the car falls over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Got a drive-in movie?
Universal. The Ninja Turtles kick through it. The Flintstones.
Anything that has to do with the Ninja Turtles.
So, do we know this cast? Really? John Goodman, we know, right?
Rick
Yeah.
Moranis.
Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Honey, We Shrunk
Shrunk
Ourselves.
Kyle was
Ghostbusters. Yep.
Sorry.
Spaceballs. Ghostbusters. Yep. Absolutely.
I heard that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
I heard that Rick Moranis retired from acting.
What was that?
You know anything about that?
Yeah, he did.
No.
He actually did because he was in a country band for a while, and then he retired just to be a dad.
Oh,
Be
okay.
a better dad. Just stay home with that Ghostbuster money.
They actually had to make these little reverse tricycle things.
That's
Which is
like awesome.
kinda- Now, is Rick Moranis not nearly short and stout enough to be
No.
Barney?
No. Hugh Jackman is not stout enough to be Wolverine.
Right.
That's Hollywood.
Was he supposed to be short and stout?
Oh, yeah.
So the comic books that I know about Hugh Jackman, or like after Hugh Jackman played Wolverine, they kind of adjusted it to his stature then? Where it's like muscular and what have you?
Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. I don't know too much of that. That's actually a really good question.
I know Logan was a pretty decent movie.
Really?
I never
haven't seen it.
We're already talking about another movie while watching this fucking thing. Is that a wig on John Goodman's head? That's gotta be, right? Like, that's a toupee of some kind?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. Is he bald?
No, I'm just... Yeah, but just to make it look like that?
Yeah, it looks like... Well, they dyed his hair for sure. Rick Moranis, right? Because I thought he was a brunette.
Yeah, what'd they do it with? Peroxide?
No, that's what... Like, when I bleached my hair, it was completely blonde like that, too.
Yeah.
Like an orangish yellow.
Do you have well water?
No. City water, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big living.
Now let's get this straight, Ruffle. I don't need permission from my wife to make a decision.
Oh,
If
wow.
I came, I reign supreme. Supreme. I won't tell her, Flint. Thanks, pal.
Why does Barney look like he's a fucking archer in some fucking middle-aged army with his little like leather tied vest shirt? You notice that? Wait until you look at this thing. He's like fucking Robin Hood. He's gotta have the same thing, like one of them. What do you call that? A one piece.
I feel like 90% of their attempt or their inspiration for this was just trying to recreate a fucking cartoon into live action.
Yeah.
Like built a set. Oh, let's have a thing that looks like a lawnmower, but it's really a crab.
Well, you should, right? I mean, if you want an authentic...
Right.
I mean, look at Mario Brothers movie. Do you want that? I mean, at least they tried. Mario Brothers, they were like, fuck it, Luigi, he's Puerto Rican. We're gonna fucking make King Koopa not even become a fucking T-Rex. Whatever the fuck he was.
That really bothered me, how Koopa looked nothing like...
There it is again, where they do half CGI and then half puppet.
There it is again.
Like it's a common reoccurrence of the 90s films.
Practical effects with CGI.
Yeah.
What did you say this actress's name was?
Not
Perkins?
Yeah,
Perkin.
Ann Perkins. Not Ann Perkins, that's from Parks and Recreation. Elizabeth Perkins.
Elizabeth Perkins.
Yeah.
And she was in what? Did you say?
She was in... Ryan said that she was in a TV show of...
She was on Weeds.
Weeds, okay. Oh yeah, okay.
But, you know what, I think,
Dirty
honestly,
ass hippie feet.
Dirty hippie feet.
Dude, straight up.
I like John Goodman a lot. I think that he's been in a lot of great movies. His acting's terrific.
We're already defending John Goodman at this point.
But this Elizabeth Perkins, as far as translating the character of Wilma Flintstone into a live-action character, she's nailing it.
True.
But Goodman isn't really doing it for me.
Yeah, because he just seems like, a chauvinistic male?
Well,
More so than...
I rule the cave around here, Bon.
hey, I flipped my wrist and my thumb out like I'm catching a ride.
He's also not nearly fat enough.
True.
Dude.
Neither one of them are fat enough. I always picture Barney and Fred Flint, What is this thing?
Garbage disposal is a big hog of some kind.
It's a prehistoric hog that never existed in
A big
actual history.
fork, yeah. I just have a dire wolf down there. That's what I have.
Alright, you spit it out.
Where's the money, Fred?
Something happened to it. Parasite.
We have scrimped and saved. for
They
that
tried to
money.
make John Goodman's arms big. Like he hit the gym, huh?
Blow it on some harebrained
Yeah, he's...
You notice
Yeah,
that?
he looks too good.
This cave, I am the king.
And what, Fred?
And you have every right to know my queen.
Queen and king? Were there even hierarchies like that at this time?
I
Wouldn't it be like I'm the tribe leader?
Rebels, my neighbor, my
Yeah, he's got
Clan
big looking
leader?
arms, though.
Yeah, he does, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Especially with that straight on shot.
money, they wouldn't be allowed to adopt a baby.
I love John Goodman. Dude, he...
Green, let the fur fly. Give the neighbors something to talk about.
I feel like his own speaking voice is close enough
Mm-hmm.
to sounding like Fred Flintstone. Why does he have to do a voice?
Yeah, I'm curious as to who actually plays Fred Flintstone in the cartoons because he is like pretty freaking close to the actual sounding voice of it.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think it's more of a rumble, like a low. Yay, Barn. I think he's like, I like his enthusiasm. He seems really passionate about being Fred Flintstone.
Mm-hmm.
But there's particular moments where I think it's a little over the top. So it's everybody on the bus has to run.
Weird.
Socialism.
Socialism.
I don't like it.
That too.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Betty, sit down and relax.
Also, really a pretty good interpretation of the character into
Who, Betty?
Rosie O'Donnell.
No,
as
Betty was a bombshell.
Yeah, she was supposed to be.
Yeah, Betty was the best.
That's when they were like, oh, let's.
They based
stray
Mary
away.
Tyler Moore all around Betty Rumble.
Shoot, have Betty White doing that. She's still a Stone Cold Fox. You know?
Yeah.
97, still going to heaven, man.
Well, it's not exactly what we pictured, but
So like, look at his outfit, right? With the Barney?
Yeah.
Is he not an archer? Or some kind of fucking
Right.
like Middle East? He's got a broadsword and he's trying to fight to save the princess?
I don't get the joke here. Their baby is a monkey.
I think that's a racist term.
De-evolution.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Rubble, this is your little boy.
Bam Bam.
Oh, Barney, isn't he precious?
Precious said he'd be better off with a monkey.
Does he have a name? Bam Bam.
Is that short for something?
Bam Bam Bam. You're going to have to take it slowly with this one.
Yeah, see that outfit that Bam Bam's wearing right now wouldn't pass now.
Yeah, I was, is that an Olsen twin?
I've been raised by
Is that Scarlet Witch? Is Pebbles? What is happening? The fucking, yeah, Bam Bam looks like a wild child, which they're definitely making him look like one. Why does Betty's outfit look like straight like it was bought at some costume place for $30?
Why does Bam Bam look like Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Right. Or the guitar player. He's like, I'm back from my heroin binge. Dark necessities.
Are they adopting here?
Holy shit. Dude, I think I saw fucking balls of that kid.
Yeah,
This is fucked up.
there's no way that.
Dude, it's straight up like he fell through a fucking ottoman. Or not an ottoman, but a fucking,
awning.
yeah.
An awning.
Hey, that's a good mammoth.
Bowl cut. I like that.
Ooh, yeah. Why do they have to do the blues rock right now? Couldn't they have done some weird made up like caveman rock?
I wonder if this kid even has a speaking line throughout the entire film too.
No, probably
'Cause
not.
you know for a fact that that isn't his actual voice.
Yeah. They were like, just give him more Mountain Dew.
Give him a couple cigarettes.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna overdub. It's okay. Look at that seashell though.
Yeah.
Does it not look like I
it's
just?
misplaced.
Yeah, I just bought that. I did not find that anywhere. That thing is plastic as shit, dude.
Yeah. Put a rock on there instead and make more sense. They're in the middle of the desert and they
Yeah.
expect him to be right next to an ocean or what have you.
Those reverse tricycles, they had to get him another shot.
Yeah.
Like, we made
Reverse
it. We might
big
as well
wheels.
use 'em.
That's the new way to travel.
Everything looks like a set from a miniature golf course.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The entire thing looks like a mini golf course.
Hey, is that Jaws? Like Jaws from Moonraker?
Strike the wind.
Hey, and that's Bull from Night Court.
Richard Mole, right? frog breath.
What would it do? Make your fingers sticky?
like
Look at that
it's like
lumpy ass ball. This is hilarious. Got her. Oh no, it's gonna like do its little. Ugh. Water buffaloes. Okay, here's the problem with Flintstones, the movie. I already know. It came out at a moment in time where nobody really cared about the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
And the Flintstones is an old-ass cartoon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you could never put this out now, nobody would even know who the fuck the Flintstones are.
So they were probably trying to catch it on its way out. Like, oh, let's try and milk this one last time before
Somehow, yeah.
it's on its way out.
Because parents may know it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew it, but it's because of my parents, right?
Yeah.
And then that's going to dwindle fast to where it's just fairly odd parents.
It's like they tried to make a live-action Yogi Bear cartoon. Did they do that?
Oh, yeah. Who was the voice in that? It was like Seth Rogen or something. Paul Rudd.
Wait, they made a new
Poor
Yogi
timing.
movie?
I think like if you made a Bugs Bunny, tried to bring back Bugs Bunny or something, it would.
Yeah.
Well, they might be able to...
Timing's off.
On the other hand, I am going to be playing Yogi Bear in the parade.
Oh.
And in Yogi Bear's defense, if you want Yogi Bear to survive, you have to make sure Yogi Bear shows up.
Right.
Because without seeing Yogi Bear, of course he's going to disappear. And replaced by fucking, what are you playing?
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Dalmatian.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Yogi
Sounds
Bear's
awesome.
been replaced by.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I have a kid. I have a 4-year-old who likes Paw Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
He's
gonna
got
take
some
him
light
to
up sneakers.
You gonna take him to the St. Patrick's Day parade?
I don't know, maybe.
You'll see.
Well, if you do, let John or let us know, so I'll go and
Oh, okay.
let him know, let him know what's up.
This is so real.
This is the actual
Really?
guy.
Yeah. Do you want to be somebody?
Yeah, you won't believe. Like
You got
I went
time on Saturday? You can dress you up too.
I went off on Patrick, or when I went out as Patrick, like it was insane. Like the kids that just ignore their parents and they just run right towards you and like give you a hug. Like it's wild. Like if you're a pedophile,
Kids
that's like the perfect way to do it because then you could just pick up like 100 of them.
Man, that's fucking weird that you would even take it there.
Well, yeah, you got to think about everything in the entire world.
If you want to be a
spectrum.
pedophile, here's some advice.
Here's some advice. Be Santa Claus, be Yogi the Bear, be Paw Patrol.
Just be nicer than the kid's parents in the first.
Here's my argument: the people that are actually pedophiles, they've already thought about this stuff. So me putting it out there, there's no way that someone with that kind of twisted mind hasn't already thought about that.
I think there's a lot of fear mongering that goes on with like the show, the shows about like To Catch a Predator, or like the pedophile next door. I think there's a lot of like capitalizing on people's fears of that to sell a show or to get people to watch something.
Well, yeah,
People like to be afraid. I mean, like I'm a parent.
Well, they
and
don't
I'm not
like
really-
to be afraid.
All I
It's
have
just
to do to prevent that from happening to my kids is watch them.
right. But fear is the strong. It invokes the strongest emotions from us, like the
Right.
strongest reaction. So like, there's nothing that we could have that would make maybe love, but I mean, love takes time. Doesn't happen overnight.
yeah, it does.
Sometimes
That's when I met you.
in a cheap arcade room, I was almost out of tokens, and we were trying to beat the Simpson arcade.
Match made in heaven.
Yep. I like Marge because she had the vacuum.
Marge?
Yeah, on the arcade. You remember the arcade?
I played a
Lisa
Simpsons
had the
pinball
jump
machine.
rope, and then Homer used his fist, and then Bart used his skateboard. That's how you fought people in the game.
I am not familiar with
Simpsons
it was
arcade.
Like a side-scrolling like fighter.
Yup, great fucking game. Just like the X-Men one that was at Inman's there.
Right. I have played a Simpsons pinball machine, but that's the closest thing. I can.
Mm.
There was a Simpsons game for for PlayStation 1, I think.
Okay.
You drive around and...
Look at this horrible fucking saber-tooth tiger. All right.
Just use puppets. You're going to use puppets? Just use puppets. You got
Dude,
CGI.
could you imagine Steven Spielberg, Hanna-Barbera, with Jim Henson Muppets, or like the fucking whatever you call the fucking team of Jim Henson, and you just have them do everything?
Jim Henson's Creature Workshop?
Something like that, yeah, totally.
Yeah, there was a lot of collaboration between Lucas and Spielberg. I think that Spielberg directed Indiana Jones movies. Lucas wrote them, right?
I believe so. Mm-hmm.
But this said, I don't want to say, Jesus, I can't talk. I want to say Amblin Entertainment was in the opening credits, which is George Lucas's company, right? Amblin. You always see that, like, E.T., like, you know...
Maybe, yeah.
Kid on the bike going across the moon. It's like the logo for Amblin.
Mm-hmm.
E.T. thing.
I saw Universal. They got this guy in the gym, too. So this is a suit back then. The suit back then was literally... How did they get this material, first of all? Do we even get to see that? Because it makes sense that they have... They're, like... animal skins made into these like fucking rompers, but what about the dude with the suit, the suede and the what is that, velvet? Yeah. Crushed velvet on his fucking nice tanned ass, and I don't like it.
Right?
And another thing about fucking slides, you never want to go down them when they're hot.
Another thing, what animal did Fred Flintstone's outfits come from? Because I don't know any animal that has Dorito-shaped
Something that's
squares on it.
yeah, well,
Dorito-shaped
something that's already fucking eliminated.
It's just a cheetah.
Oh.
It's the Cheetos cheetah.
It was hunted out
He used to
into
see it.
extinction.
That would explain
Rosie-
why we don't have it now.
Dude, Rosie O'Donnell. It just blows my mind that they got Rosie O'Donnell for fucking Betty. They got I Pretend I Like Tom Cruise, so I don't have to deal with my sin.
Yeah. Wait, who the hell is... Where's Tom Cruise in this movie?
No, Tom Cruise is not in this movie.
Oh.
Rosie O'Donnell was on Nip Tuck for a few episodes.
Really?
Because now he's wearing leather. Sorry to cut you off, but
Look at that watch.
he's wearing like leather now and what have you.
Yeah.
Right, they have like the prehistoric version of every modern day style.
Wow. Yeah.
The lesser cavemen have just like furry shit
Yeah.
barely covering them up.
Absolutely.
He's got like
Well,
this fine suit.
That was actually a big talking point in Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman, you had some like empowered, all the women seemed like on the same plane. And then you have Justice League, where you saw like there's like women like scantily clad and like more of their
Oh,
body
yeah.
showing. But the whole thing was they were the women that were swinging sledgehammers. They were like the barbarians, the workers. Of course they didn't have... Just like these guys were walking around in a fucking towel.
He's got the prehistoric version of a tie on. It's just an actual live snake.
What is happening right now? Is this a
Okay,
test?
yeah, I think it's like some kind of math quiz.
Math quiz?
Yeah. Fred Flintstone's not doing so hot.
No, I guess not. I'm terrible at math too.
Please slide your answer slab into the numbered envelope provided and stack them neatly on my desk.
Fred, how'd I do?
So probably the worst role that I've ever seen
Okay.
for John Goodman. Anything else that he's done is 100% better.
Yeah.
I have never seen... This is the lowest point for John Goodman, honestly.
This is the lowest point for, I think, cinematic history.
He was in
I just feel like John Goodman, dude, Arachnophobia, right? As the exterminator.
Yeah, that was great.
It's great.
Or what about the Cloverfield one that he was in?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah, what was that actually? Oh, it's a Cloverfield something.
Yeah, Cloverfield Lane or something like that.
Okay.
Had an address in it.
Red State. He's
Red
a
State's fantastic.
FBI agent. It's a great movie. Holly Berry.
He's still
He
a
plays-
freaking bombshell today.
He plays the Cyclops.
My God, I had no idea she was in this movie.
He also plays the Cyclops in
Dude.
Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah,
And he's in what is it,
absolutely.
Which is really
Big
the
Dan!
Odyssey. It's just Odyssey, the Coen Brothers version
Yeah,
of it.
absolutely. You're absolutely right. That's a gem to watch too. Right there, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I can talk about
My Dapper
plenty of
Dan,
other
man.
movies. Hey,
What's that other movie that he was in that released a couple of years ago? I think it was like Thunder Boy or something like that, where he had like the eye patch.
oh, that was him. I don't know. I never saw that Turbo Kid or whatever.
Yeah, Turbo Kid.
Turbo Kid.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he was in that. It looked to be pretty decent for something that wasn't as advertised.
I think there's a reason why people haven't tried to take cartoons from the 60s and turn them into live action movies.
Oh, they have.
How many examples of that can you think?
Okay.
'Cause there's always like a cartoon version of a show.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
They
for
tried to
sure.
make that a live
Oh, they have
They
an
did
at live
CGI
action.
with that. It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad, I didn't think, but I saw it when I was a kid again.
So that's one, right?
Well,
And then we got
Gadget.
Flintstones. Well, that's 80s. If we're literally doing this from the fucking 60s, man. Yogi Bear.
Good morning, Mrs. Vice President.
Is that shit that just spilled on him?
Yeah, it was a rock.
Oh, so his
He's a
pajamas look like that?
Yeah.
He hasn't spilled nothing on him? What? Let Dino drink out of the toilet.
He's wearing a Santa Claus outfit. That looks like cowhide.
I feel like the story could be better paced, right? Like, what is happening? I don't even know the plot right now. I don't even understand what's going on. Is anybody paid attention? Because
I think they put all their money into trying to build sets that just recreated the charm of the cartoon.
Well, they just
He's
did
taking a shower and there's
they just did a test, and Barney Rubble switched out his answers with Fred Flintstone's to become the vice president for the company.
So, Fred, what am I going to call you now, huh?
So that's where they're at now.
so basically Fred exploited his best pal.
Barney,
saved his best pal.
yeah, because he
It made
felt
him look better.
yeah, because he was grateful because I think Fred put money towards Barney's adoption fee for Bam Bam.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
So now he's like felt like he was in debt to him.
Right, so they're good friends.
Yeah,
They're real,
yeah.
true friends.
I feel that was mansplaining.
What
You just did.
do you mean mansplaining? I was telling you the plot because like
Yeah,
it was
no,
kind of
thank you. It really helps.
Because mansplaining, I think you have to be more.
My thighs are almost
Condescending.
touching. I'm not
You can't
manspreading.
mansplain
Yeah.
to another man.
Well, you can't if that man's a
Are
bitch.
you calling yourself a bitch then?
In this certain particular situation, perhaps.
Oh.
I think everybody plays the fool sometime. So, why does Fred Flintstone have a zebra on right now?
He got promoted. He's got to upgrade his workwear. So the zebra is something that hasn't been as discovered as whatever the Doritos Cheetah shirt that he was wearing before.
Yeah, Doritos chip fucking Chester
the
Cheetah.
Yeah.
So he traded in his Doritos Chester Cheetah costume for a zebra
Some
dress.
Yeah.
Horizontal stripes.
With the fruit by the foot bow tie. Or
With that
fruit by the
body.
foot tie. And then he's
You
got
don't
some,
do that.
shit rose on his shirt.
Foot boats.
But yeah, look, it looks like fucking fruit.
That's excellent.
Nice.
Like, I kind of want to eat it.
Remember fruit roll-ups, Poland peel? Remember those?
What a jit.
Or the ones where
It's
it
not
was
even
like
fruit.
and you just popped them out of there, and then you like ended up eating the whole thing anyway.
Right.
See, that's one thing that I wish that they like did more mass production of, and combining or increasing the quantity is fruit by the foot and gushers, because you're like,
Am I interrupting?
So,
sorry.
Holly
Yeah.
Berry's a super sexy
Dude,
prehistoric
Holly Berry.
animal.
Mm-hmm.
Holly Berry is a fruit roll up stuffed with gushers,
Yeah,
right?
my gusher.
Fruit by yeah.
But no, her and Jennifer Aniston are like, and Jennifer Lopez are like the three main people that are like in their 50s now, and they still like smoke shows.
Yeah.
That I enjoy working.
Like they really haven't aged at all, and I think that's where we can kind of go back with
Botox.
the Matthew Broderick thing about moisturization.
Oh well,
They
yeah.
probably moisturize daily.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Can I get you anything?
Most definitely. Vaseline.
Vaseline on my
Rubbing
teeth.
Vaseline everywhere.
Oh,
Brushing your teeth with Vaseline.
gets the plaque right off.
What is her necklace? Things look way too cheaply made. That's what
Her
gets me.
necklace
Like,
is a
what did
fossil of a trilobite.
a trilobite. Who are you trying to be right now?
Look at his feet again. It's like he walked through ash.
This fucking dirty hippie feet. I hate that shit, dude. I like dancing
It's really
to
off-putting.
David Byrne tunes in the sand and Dave Matthews. Then I fucking widespread panic my ass because I see your dirty shit toes.
Oh, yeah. What's really interesting is, for being a caveman, like, he has, like, no hair at all. Like, he shaves his face, his armpits, when he had his arms up like that, he had no hair under his armpits, so he has to shave under there.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
That was very observant of you.
Thank you. Like, I'm just looking for accuracy.
Yeah.
Talking bird.
Talking bird looks cool.
Get the pecking order straight here.
Looks like a hairy Yoda.
I'm vice president.
Okay, yeah,
the most
totally.
believable character so far.
Yeah. Really?
A puppet.
Right. Yeah.
How about that? Excuse me. Hey, guys! Guess what I am? Vice President of Industrial Procurement!
Yeah, for being a caveman, he should have a lot more hair than that.
He should have.
Like, that looks like me after I hit puberty.
He should look like he's literally dying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they said, oh, my dad lived till 35. Or whatever.
That was like in the 1800s.
Yeah, so imagine, they probably were dying out at like 15 back then. In that prehistoric days.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your 15th birthday. Here's your coffin. You're going to die next year.
It's a new virus. We don't know what's going on. It
It's
affects your immune system.
Causes you to throw up and run a fever. It's going to be incurable for decades. Now today's just a common cold. You have to know what basketball is, huh?
Who
'Cause-
talked Kyle MacLachlan into being the villain in this movie?
Carl McLaughlin.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Carl, Sarah McLaughlin's in this. I had no idea Sarah McLaughlin's in here.
Who talked him into...
Real question is, he keeps going back from two different suits.
And where's the fucking short boss guy? Right? That's who should be there.
With the glasses?
Did he have glasses?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jetsons meet the Flintstones?
Fuck yeah, I love that cartoon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Crossover stuff is always like better. I
It's
don't
great.
know why.
G.I. Joe Transformers.
Yeah.
Batman, Predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a Batman
Not you.
Spider-Man crossover. There's tons of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Superman, Alien. Superman literally gets a chest burster inside of him. So fucking face hugger hits him.
Wow.
So then That's interesting.
That sounds excellent.
They have a guy walking around on stilts,
Yeah.
lighting the street lamps.
Made out of what? Pterodactyl wings?
I
I
don't know.
couldn't tell.
It's probably like,
Brontosaurus oil.
We're really flexing the fucking. We're being lenient with the timeline, I believe here. 'Cause there'd be no way that a fucking brontosaurus would be hanging out with fucking Cro-Magnon and fucking Australopithecines or any of that fucking Homo erectus shit.
Well, you gotta bring sexual orientation into it, man.
So, what you're saying is the Flintstones is like an anthropologist's nightmare.
Yeah, you couldn't make this like line up, right? There'd be no way.
Archaeologists just blow their brains out watching The Simpsons.
I didn't. All Barney and Betty.
I meant to say the Flintstones. I said The Simpsons.
There's a lot of Simpsons talk. So what is going on? Whose mom is this?
There's my big
Oh, okay.
son-in-law.
Oh, son.
It's Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, it is.
So it's Wilma's mom.
No, it's Elizabeth Taylor.
It's Wilma's mom.
Same
though.
difference.
Attention, please. I got a little something I'd like to
I think it
Rosie
is.
O'Donnell is Betty. Dude, you could literally... Okay, here's the thing. Okay, if... Scooby-Doo, right?
Yeah,
We all know Scooby-Doo.
yeah.
Were you a Daphne kind of guy? Or were you a Velma kind of guy?
Daphne.
Really?
Yeah.
Big guy.
I like
I
the
don't know.
brainless
I never really
broads.
had a preference.
Sure you can.
But if I had to pick, maybe Velma.
Well, I feel like,
She was smart.
well, yeah, she was definitely smarter, and she had like that look about her. But Velma had,
She had those
or
socks.
Daphne had that not knowing what's going on feeling about her, and Fred was always like controlling about everything. So I like that because I don't have any control over my life.
And his fucking ascot.
Yeah.
How come, Fred? Because you can't afford it, Barn. Sure I can, pal. Not anymore. You're fired.
He had to fire Barney? This is the fucking Flintstone movie? Dude, what?
What?
Imagine if... Okay. Man, I hate having to go here. Because it really just... It hurts, right? Because we're going to do this. I believe in us.
You need conflict to keep the story.
Yeah, but what Flintstones movie would you make if you had all the scripts you could write in the world? Would it be that Fred Flintstone gets a raise, has to fire Barney?
Why not just take the best episode? I mean, if you're going to try to translate a cartoon into a movie, just take the best episode and make that a movie.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't I just take Resident Evil and make a good film?
We
Especially
didn't do that. That didn't happen.
Especially since probably the reason that he's firing him is because of the shitty test scores, which is Fred Flintstone, so that's probably what they're getting back around right now.
Heck of a little bowler. Good Barn.
Like, I don't understand it at all. Why is he firing Barney?
Because of the low, he's fucking mentally handicapped because Fred Flintstone.
Is actually the handicap one,
Yeah.
and Barney's actually the guy that should be taking control of everything. Jurassic Park again.
Okay, imagine this scenario. There's a volcano outside of Bedrock that's about to blow up.
Product placement. Well, not really. Rock Donald's over
Yeah.
19
Doesn't sold.
million BC.
I have always wanted a Hallstone original. Oh, Wilma, don't be silly. You're
Is
up
that her
to the
phone?
executive.
Who could have played Betty better than this?
Any
Any fucking buddy, right? Betty was like, I like them thick, okay? And thickums is good, but I just don't feel like
She didn't play
Rosie O'Donnell does not look like Betty.
Like if they took away the traditional black hair swoop, you wouldn't be able to know who she is.
Gentlemen, please. I cannot endorse this
Who's the woman
modernization
from What's Eating
playing all
Gilbert
Holmes
Grape
workers.
or...
Some of them
Oh, the
Brothers.
really obese one. Yeah, she would have been perfect. You're right, dude.
Sweaty Betty.
Nailed it.
Got car trouble. Picked up a nail.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Mr.
They get him with the hippie feet.
Yup.
Continue.
You know who would have been great for any role in this that played a female?
Huh.
Victoria Justice.
Victoria Justice.
Yeah. Like, she would have been a good Betty, I think.
Competitors are mired in the Stone Age.
Just because she's kind of got that, like, sleek figure, but then again, she was probably, like, 1 or 2 at the time of filming of this.
Oh, she would have been great.
Yeah. Had her play...
Yeah. After playing the role of Betty Rumble at 2 years old, she went on to fucking destroy her fucking everything. Cocaine addiction. That's what Drew Barrymore. She was like doing rails of coke at like fucking 11 years old and shit.
Oh, yeah, Keep Up and Set or whatever. Wasn't it?
She's partying all kinds of shit, dude, at a young age like that. They say the same thing about Brooke Shields, man. Getting into that fucking Hollywood life young. Who knows what's going on? Suddenly you're in a fucking room with Kevin Spacey. He's like, hey.
Hey, you're a little 14-year-old boy. I want to touch you.
Yeah, you ever see 7? Because I got 7 things that can fit in you.
I got 10 of them on my hand.
Yeah, I'm bad at math.
Here, but I don't think you hired me just to sit around and look pretty.
Yeah, the Kevin Spacey thing ruined the movie American Beauty for me.
Oh, yeah.
After I heard about the Kevin Spacey stuff, I can't really watch that movie the same way again.
Excuse me, Mrs. Rubble. There seems to be a slight problem with your credit card.
Really? What would that be?
It's no damn good.
It's no damn good.
Just
Smash.
smashed
Did you
it.
say damn in a kid's movie?
Yeah.
This movie is awful. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they actually made a fucking sequel.
You made 2 of these?
Bruce Willis would have made a better fucking Betty.
I don't know about that. He probably would have beat the shit out of somebody.
Shakespearean times? Well, you're thinking of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's the woman from The Shining?
Oh, they played Olive Oil?
Yeah.
That like
She would have made a
screams.
good Betty.
Yeah.
Dude, that olive oil mask at the costume shop though.
Dude, that's scary shit,
wild.
man. When you see masks like age and become almost warped.
Like the nose is all the way down to here.
Yeah, and it's like fucking the sun's been on it for 7, 8 years.
I went to the costume shop in
City?
downtown.
Yeah.
Uptown.
Uptown girl. That bird
That
just shit.
Oh my god.
I think,
Conclusion, Mr. Slade.
is that a doobie?
Paid vacation for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's his pencil.
We raised
Oh.
morale and increased productivity. A whole bunch.
Let's fire Barney.
That's fucking bird.
Yeah.
There was a character in the Flintstones cartoon that was this little alien or something, and he would show up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like a fairy. He would like do magic stuff.
Yeah,
Wait,
totally.
didn't they throw him in
What the
like
fuck
the
was his
Jetsons
name?
too?
Possibly.
No, I don't believe so.
I feel like they did.
Oh, just tiny little forms so that we can pay the contract.
Why is she throwing herself at him though?
She's trying to manipulate him somehow.
You know,
With
we remodeled our
sex?
kitchen a couple
Well,
years ago, and
sexuality.
Let me tell you,
With sex?
contractors can be real
Sex is the
pirates.
devil.
I'm gonna read these over.
No. You're much too busy with that, Mr. Flintstone.
Yeah, I don't think that's manipulation. I think that's just full-blown sexual attraction.
Well, yeah, like, what, first of all,
In
what,
what world?
yeah, what would, she's either a demon that will rip your soul out, because that's the only thing that would happen.
But yeah, it's just like the Family Guy premise
Or
where
a vampire.
where Lois, like the skinny, attractive chick, goes after Peter, the dumb, over the pounds guy.
Isn't she beautiful? My family.
I've heard so much about you. Well, I wish that I could say the same.
Oh, that'll be all, Miss Stone. I'll sign those documents and place them on your desk.
Whatever you want.
Then they just have the little daughter right there.
There's like nothing there. Here's the thing that's really bizarre, though, right?
Did I mention she
Is that-
15 words a minute?
What use is there for sexual tension in a
kids movie that's Flintstones? That literally, like, he's got this new job. This is, like, literally, I said, what? A volcano's exploding outside of Bedrock, right? There's something that could be going on. What else? Maybe their fucking bowling team's got a big game. There's so many different ways you could take this movie, and you decided to make him get a raise at work, fire Barney. Like, this is really fucking a fucking emo-ass fucking caveman movie.
Mm-hmm.
And how is it a good idea to use a woolly mammoth's tusk? I mean, snout? Trunk? Woolly mammoth's trunk, that's your sink?
Yeah.
It's unsanitary.
It's just snot. Oh, what's her name from Labyrinth? And what
Jennifer Connelly?
Boom, perfect Betty. There's your Betty right there.
Yeah, I agree. She would have been a great Betty.
She would have been a fantastic Betty. What the fuck is going on here? Barney? You know who was still alive? Rodney Dangerfield. There's your fucking Barney.
Rodney Dangerfield would have been perfect. Perfect for Barney.
Right? Especially nowadays, they do that Disney, like, CGI shit. Make them look younger. Dino.
Is it a dog or is it a dinosaur?
It's a dinosaur dog.
Oh, they cut from... I don't like that at all.
Hey, Bob! Don't forget to wash that off before you eat it.
I don't get the even humor in here of just...
This is 1994. Your choices were like this or Edward Scissorhands.
Oh.
No wonder Edward Scissorhands is a better movie.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So they do have a leg, too. Why can't I go hang out with all my friends?
Yeah, this is very... Like, what is happening here? Am I watching the Flintstones? Or am I watching Mad Men?
Sex in the City.
Sex in the fucking Bedrock?
Bed rock.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking every
Miss
opportunity.
Stone.
Every time.
That's what I'd like to know.
He has an
Is
even
it?
fancier
Man,
outfit on.
it's just insane.
Yeah, every time he's alone, she comes busting through the door,
Yeah.
shaking her butt, and
Instagram model body.
yeah, everybody knows that's all fake.
Doing nothing but laying half naked in bed, taking selfies and making a killing.
Does
And then
she?
she shows up at work.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
And I have to manipulate the cave idiot guy.
Yeah.
Twitch.
Idiot guy.
Yeah, I don't know what to call him.
Nah, Wilma always forgives me. She knows I love her.
And you do, don't you?
Are you kidding? I'll never forget the first time I met her. She was working at a restaurant, and I won this all-you-can-eat contest, and she was the one to clean me off.
What?
Every night I go home and look at her.
Lick it up. Lick it.
She was the one to clean me off.
Like I'm a little baby boy.
I think I
She had to use her tongue. See, I
More
don't like
foot
that at all.
stuff.
I
Yup.
hate that.
Dirty feet.
Yeah, what am I watching? A Nickelodeon show?
Yeah. Like they need to clip their toes near trash cans so they can throw it in there, not just have those nails flying everywhere.
He's been asking a lot of questions.
That is one of my biggest pet
Yeah.
peeves.
Whole thing off.
Then he's got dirt on his feet for you, John.
So nobody had socks.
Why don't we turn ourselves in? Then we can rot in jail until the polls freeze over.
I was just thinking.
Stick to your strengths, Miss Stone. And I'll stick to mine.
Easy, Harvey fucking Weinstein. This guy's a creep.
She had it coming though.
So, the foot... That's a lawsuit. So the foot would be brutalized right now, right? Like, if you did nothing but, like, yabba dabba doo, run with your feet in cars and...
Calluses and
Oh,
blisters.
it would just be like this big
corns.
fucking mass.
Well, yeah. There's a show called The Last Frontier, the dude shows his hands and they're like completely split open and like recalcicized, and he's like, "Oh, this is what a working man's hands look like." I'm like, no, I've been working with my hands for years, and my hands
what
don't
a
even look
mummy's
like
hands look
Yeah,
like.
that is what some dude that sticks his hands in a wood chipper every single fucking day.
There isn't enough moisturizer in the world.
No, you'd have to find Matthew Broderick, Halle Berry, Jennifer Aniston, take all their lotion and squirt that on your hand to get
Just
it.
take all the oils that their skin makes and rub it into your skin.
Yeah.
It's fountain of youth.
Well, there was that guy in Mice and Men, right?
There you go.
The Steinbeck book. He kept one hand in Vaseline to keep it ready for his wife, and then his other hand was his working hand. So he always had the glove full of Vaseline, and he kept his hand in there. Dude, they say gay a lot in there.
That's gay.
Oh yeah, I took her shopping, and she's like wearing the
All
same
the men
thing
are
for
wearing
that.
dresses.
Yeah, well that's all you could wear. Yeah, when were jeans actually made? I can't remember when Levi's.
So their clothespins are all little alligators? Is that what?
The thing's not even cutting the grass. It's fucking like 6 feet in the air. No, not literally, but like at least 2.5 feet, 3. And it was not cutting any of that grass. It's horrible. Test area for what?
Vehicles?
How does any of this make sense, though? Dude, I feel like I'm just getting shit thrown at me.
Yeah, there's no dialogue.
The
There's
cartoon
no-
makes
there's
more
no-
sense.
In the buffet of life, there are no second helpers. You're gonna fill up your plate, top off your cup, and stuff a few rolls in your pocket.
He just sounds like a fucking asshole from like New Jersey or something.
Was this a common theme in the cartoon where the Rubbles were jealous of the Flintstones?
Well, Barney, I think, would, right? Maybe they had the better life, but Barney always came out on top.
So this is basically the plot of every episode. Is that like Fred Flintstone would do something to wrong his friend, and then Barney would always forgive him?
I don't think so. I would
think
not.
Because I remember that little Martian guy just, like doing magic spells.
I remember Winston's cigarette commercials.
By the time I came around watching TV, Winston wasn't really a thing on TV.
No,
I don't think so.
it wasn't either.
Actually, my
When
wife and I were going to have a little dinner.
they did it in the 60s.
Pricey. Be sure to put that on your expense.
It's hard to keep a voice consistent, you know?
Would you mind?
Because like he pretty much sounds like John Goodman.
Sure, what are they?
Like there are varying degrees of that voice that he's doing.
Yeah.
Just do your own voice.
Yeah, he keeps talking like too high and then like throwing a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, no,
Hey, what's going on here, boss? Why am I doing all these rocks?
Yeah. You're supposed to fold your pizza, then eat it. Okay, you don't need silverware.
I gotta use the restroom.
Same voice as C-3PO doing that bird.
They had the guy that played C-3PO come over and like, hey, we need you to talk about it real quick.
Yeah. With like a fucking arrowhead on its fucking head.
Executive, you're the office equipment.
An arrowhead on his head.
Yeah. Or a fucking goat dick. What is happening right now? Dude, could you imagine going up that hill, that roundabout, with just your feet? Like, talk about calf cramps. You'd be done.
It's a super funky party.
B-52s? Straight up the B-52s. Right now,
So
demonetization. Right now. Because B-52s are playing some fucking shit Flintstone song.
If I could have just skipped to this point in the movie and watched nothing but this scene, then that'd be enough for me.
Yeah.
That'd be enough Flintstones for one lifetime.
Typically, I only try to throw up once a day, so that'd be perfect.
Okay.
Could you make noise off of bones as if it was a xylophone? What, if they were hollowed out or something, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Smaller, bigger? I don't think so either. I think it would just all be clicks.
So I noticed all the keys on the keyboard were just little alligators too.
Oh, really?
Seems to be a recurring theme.
Here comes the champagne.
The same prop they used for the clothespins is the keys on the piano.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Good
actually
Betty.
Pretty good Betty, yeah.
Don't worry, Mr. Flintstone. I'll have that taken care of right away.
Ooh, Betty.
Julia Roberts? No?
Table 7.
She probably wouldn't take that role.
Julia Roberts could have been Wilma, I suppose.
Ooh, that's actually, okay. Yeah.
Barney, hey, nice skins. Sit down, take a load off.
I can't, Fred. I'm working here.
You're a busboy?
It's honest work.
Yeah, I don't have to fight Dino for my supper. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get you a fresh tablecloth, sir.
See, Wilma? And you were worried he'd never find a job and we'd be stuck with him forever.
This
So-
is, I'm sorry.
The only
Yeah, what's going on here?
the only emotional underpinning that the writers could possibly conceive was, let's feel sorry for Barney. Bon, what's the matter, Bon? You're a busboy? Your life
Hey.
sucks?
Yeah.
That's the
I
keep
fired you?
using that idea throughout the entire thing.
Long vacation.
You mean a permanent vacation? He fired them.
Fred, how could you?
I didn't do that.
You did too. It's all over the TV.
Fred!
Wilma, who are you gonna believe? Me or some busboy?
It's probably the best joke so far.
I lost my
Or at least the only one I heard that was remotely funny.
hard-earned success.
Hard-earned? Tell me something, Mr. Vice President. What's a graduated inventory plan? Huh? How about supply and demand? Hey, Fred, what's 2 and 2?
I didn't come here to talk business. I'm out with my wife. Now, get me a clean spoon.
That doesn't. The only reason you got that job.
25 million years ago.
Yeah.
Give me a clean spoon.
Yeah, actually the spoon wasn't made until...
They were just shoving raw meat in their mouth.
Fuck yeah, they were.
Think about it, Fred.
Oh, finally, it all makes sense.
You don't believe this, do you?
Are you calling my husband a liar?
Now this has gone
Calling you a
far enough.
liar. You don't like win men.
This is high school drama class level acting.
Yeah, I really felt like that was really upsetting to me, that thinking that she had a big crush on Tom Cruise and it was all farce.
Yeah.
Better than being a couple of petty ingrates.
Come on, Barney. We are moving out. Tonight.
Hang on, Betty.
You are?
I forgot to punch out.
Punch him. That's funny.
Are we supposed to be satisfied that Fred Flintstone got decked by his best friend?
Again, I don't believe that Barney Rubble could knock out Fred Flintstone. But,
Right. Or Rick Moranis could knock out John Goodman.
yeah, or that this was literally, when going through the options of scripts,
We're all civilized people here.
a volcano is erupting outside of Bedrock, right? There is a bowling
That could be
tournament that's
exciting.
happening.
It could
Okay.
be exciting, yeah.
Come on, Betty. Time to hit the road.
They party too hard one night while bowling.
Sorry.
Sure, I'm sorry.
Their ladies might leave them for these fucking businessmen that have come into town with some kind of fucking
We gotta
plan.
save the girls, Bond. We,
We
gotta
can
get
s-
them back.
Hey, we gotta get them back. Damsels in distress, right? There's your fucking other sideline story there. Then you have the fucking guys that they fell in love with have been promising the fucking Bedrock a way to save them from the volcano's eruption. And they're fucking crooked salesmen. They've come into town, they're all fucking corrupt.
In 30 seconds, you have sewn a plot line that is far more interesting than anything that these writers have done.
I have no idea what they were thinking. Like, this does not remotely interest me as an adult. Why the fuck would I think that this is interesting to a kid?
I thought I tried when I was a kid. I think I watched this on TV. But I was a kid. I didn't know what a good movie was.
You know where you watch this? Hell. This is literally right up with Godzilla. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. There would be no better second episode.
A leg lamp? Was that a Christmas Story?
I think so it was. That's a television? Oh!
Why is that bitch destroying everything?
Really low resolution.
2 rocks a quarter.
Because I don't have any friends to invite to dinner.
Because he fired everybody and he ruined their reputation.
Then why is she destroying everything that they could sell?
It's gonna take you hours to clean up this mess.
I'm not cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
And she should.
All right, Wilma.
Yeah.
Enough of this charade.
Walk right out of this fucking movie.
Because, yeah, right.
None
Yeah.
of the set of weeds.
Because this is a lot of children themes right now and what they have to deal with.
Once around the block, you'll realize the folly of your ways.
Okay.
and you'll
Right? I mean, breakups,
Parents
moving
do.
out. I feel like I'm watching Martin Scorsese Casino done with fucking the Flintstones. That's Sharon Stone leaving right now. She's trying to get her fucking money out of the bank to give to James Woods. Fucking crooked crank pimp.
She's sweeping the dirt.
On top of dirt. You're telling me that a caveman would not know how to start a fire?
finally happened.
It'd
Maybe-
be like riding
Tell
a
me
bike,
the
right?
dad from Honey I Shrunk a Kid. Honey I Shrunk the. He can't start a fire.
We're living down
With his
from a
eyes?
family of wild boars.
The Keymaster?
Bam, bam, guy. Can you say Dada? Say Dada.
Bam! Bam! Oh, it doesn't really matter where we live, as long as we're together. Family hug.
Susan Sarandon? Would she have been a good Betty? Goldie Hawn?
Willem Dafoe would have been a better Betty.
Sorry. I think it might be twins.
They sold that dinosaur's eggs. Look at this ride. Look at this fucking thing.
They have all those rocks and they're not tossing at them.
Yeah. They don't want
We're gonna hold them and make you think we're gonna hit you.
Yeah.
They literally work at a rock quarry.
Yeah.
Everything they do is involving rocks.
All they have to do now after throwing those rocks is move those rocks back out of that space. So they're like, yeah, don't throw them. Just threaten a lot with them. We make more work for ourselves. The Ten Commandments?
Everything's on a stone tablet.
Yeah.
Flintstone. Heard you were down in the file room. Find anything interesting? Yeah. I'm on to your little scam. Building phony companies and keeping the money for yourself. I'm going to Mr. Slate. Good idea.
And you start in a Dune movie that really isn't based a lot on the novels.
This entire scheme was your idea.
And has upset a lot of the fan base.
Decided to give you all
And they hunger for a new Dune movie.
the requisitions. I never touched any of that money.
Yeah, he's in a movie called Blue Velvet with.
Oh yeah, I know. Dennis Hopper.
Jewelry, a fully
He
equipped
finds an
sacred-
ear.
You should have been more discreet. I'm innocent. Oh, boo-hoo.
More feet.
Yep.
Stone Cold Security.
Literally.
This is like a movie for people with foot fetishes.
Yeah, it's like a Nickelodeon show produced by what's his name?
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider. This is a fucking Dan Schneider flick. All this footwork.
I already have.
Flintstones.
See, that's his hair. Did you see his hair though? That was great to see Fred Flintstone's actual hair and then what they did with John Goodman's
Why was
hair.
that the only time, the only point in the movie where they showed the cartoon version?
No use, Mother. She misses Fred. Hope it's not that pesky A-Rock lady again.
Just throws like some kind of death spell on her. Bam, 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 bam.
All right, kid, we just need somebody else to say 2 words.
Yeah.
1 word for you the entire movie.
Nowadays we call this autism.
If he grew up nowadays, he'd have Ritalin.
Bam, bam, bam.
He would be locked up for fear of him causing some kind of mass hysteria.
Fucking school shooting.
Right?
God damn it.
Be in school saying, bam, bam, everybody would be ducking. Like, what the hell's going on?
That's just Bam Bam.
He's on the spectrum.
He's on the spectrum.
Checks out.
Tonight, in a special edition of
Looks
New York's
legit.
Most Wanted, we bring you the story that's rocked our city.
Jay Leno.
Prehistoric version of Jay Leno.
Is there any other kind?
I'd buy that for $1.
Jay Leno's comedies hasn't changed at all in years.
I'm embezzling.
I'm shocked. How could you ever marry that man? Mother.
They've set him up for embezzling?
Yeah, it's not even him. It's not even fucking Halle Berry.
Dude, it's not even fucking something that kids would even
I
understand.
can't even believe that's not butter.
Alrighty, my dudes.
Already? Yeah, that's what it is. It's somebody,
Waka waka.
somebody completely fucking up
Yeah.
is saying that they do. We'll work for
The
scraps.
garbage disposal's there. He's like,
Hey, I'll suck a dick for some scraps.
Good lord.
if you fucking put butter on your dick and washed it in the past 3 days,
I'll eat that shit. I've eaten a watch before.
fuck yeah, I won't even use my bottom fucking hog teeth.
Yeah, is that Jim Beam? Jack Daniels.
You one of those guys that was laid off up there at the stone quarry?
Hey, ain't you the guy that sold me a fucking gizmo?
Would like to get
That fucking Mogwai was twisted, bro. You ruined the whole fucking town.
What? His side of the story?
Is that guy from the Gremlins?
Yeah, he's the dad.
This is where all the lesser cavemen hang out, and they're like,
Yeah.
they're all homeless.
Dude, that's a Screamo Band singer if I've ever heard
Fuck
it.
yeah, that's Pig Destroyer.
Oh! Flintstone!
Wheeler?
You ain't gotta tell me about Squealers. I know all about them.
Yeah.
Just think. This time tomorrow.
Those sand dollars?
Dactyl winning our.
Look at this bag she's got.
Oh, Cliff. How come there's only one ticket to Acapulco?
For your protection, darling. I thought I would go on a business trip while you stay here to keep up appearances. Then, when we're sure it's safe, I'll send for you.
Forgive me, Cliff.
Throw it on the ground.
She's just thinking to herself, being in this movie sucks. I can't wait till I get to play Storm.
Yeah.
Or Catwoman, even.
So I can say one of the greatest lines ever written.
Which is?
You know what happens when a toad's struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. What? That's science.
Will the other boys make fun of me?
Wake up. Ha!
Oh, Mrs. Flintstone. What do I owe the honor of this break-in?
I need your help, Mr. Bird. Did you hear?
Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird.
You.
In the
Yeah.
credits, he's listed
Yeah.
Mr. Bird.
This fucking movie's listed as Mr. Turd. I like rhyming things.
They can't
Holy
even go with a
shit.
name for the character.
Now she's choking the chicken.
Of course she is.
No, she's not. She's a lesbian.
You know, my only regret is I won't be
Don't mean
around
nothing.
when shoddy new equipment blows
Hey,
up.
dollar's a dollar no matter which way you look at it.
Okay, good for
I'll just have to
you.
console
Yeah,
myself
file your
with
nails
all
down.
that.
This guy's a turd.
Hey. Who's that?
And Halle Berry is like, your dick's not good enough to keep me, and I'm about to dip if the money's not straight. Because you know that's happening. She'll probably kill your ass and fucking take all that money.
Her character's theme music is always saxophone.
Oh.
Have you noticed that? It's like this
Yeah, like big
sultry
band.
music.
Yeah, the big band.
You can't do this. I was trained. Minutes you're gonna be boxed.
Anybody want a snow cone?
Bonnie,
Brett! What are you doing here?
I'm getting lynched.
Oh,
I'm getting lit!
Jeez, oh, jeez.
Wait a minute. You
This
know
broke
guy?
boundaries.
no. He used to be my best friend. Taken away, if it wasn't for me, this whole mess probably wouldn't have happened.
Thanks for filling us in, mister. We could have made a very big mistake here.
They grab him and lynch him too.
Hang both of them.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Take it easy. You make your own uniform.
That's how today's judicial system is as well.
Yeah, not much has changed here.
Save you? Huh. I saw a crowd. I
Justice
figured
is
I'd
still
tell
blind.
Right?
You haven't forgiven me yet.
Nope. And frankly, I don't think this is gonna help.
I took a cherry.
I can't break a 20.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, Barn, I know you're still a little mad at me. But I want you to know that if I had to have someone hanging next to me, I'm glad it's you.
I guess switching them tests didn't turn out much like I planned, huh, Fred? Hey, got any limit? Check in the back. Why can't business be this good every day?
What the fuck, dude?
Snow cones.
Yeah, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I literally have a headache right now. Okay, here's a better idea than vines to hang them with. What if you use the mammoths now and they just trunk their necks and lift them up?
Yeah, or Python.
Yeah,
Something.
Python.
Just have them
Great.
choke 'em out.
Big old anaconda.
Yeah.
Like
No,
an
it's the
anaconda.
snakes are neckties.
They're not meant for hanging. They're meant for
The mammoths are
ties.
sinks.
Yeah.
So,
It's like they have these plants.
You'll have plenty of time to bond in the afterlife.
That's romantic.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty of time to bond in the afterlife.
They had way too much fun building shit for this movie.
Yeah, they forgot to even write a story. They were just like, let's get you driving in this car, and then you're gonna hit this thing.
Everybody. Fred is innocent.
Fred.
Barney, you have to do everything Fred does. Everybody, listen to him.
First things first, I demand an apology. I'm sorry. Not you. Him.
I knew this bird would somehow play out to be the most important character in the
course.
movie.
Not Fred Flintstone.
Pivotal.
I had hoped we might be colleagues, but instead you treated me as if I were an ordinary piece of office furniture.
Starring Mr. Bird as Mr. Bird.
Office furniture.
Oh, I've been shitting on your desk for weeks. Fuck you.
I come out as my asshole. That's
They have a cochlea. They don't have a separate urethra butthole thing. They have two. It's one hole.
Birds just have one,
Pardon?
and that's what I learned from Dana Scully.
Nice. Fucking good fucking forensic evidence has brought us to the scientific proof of fucking Dana Scully's findings.
Treacherous web of power.
now everybody's got a fucking snow cone.
Gillian Anderson would have made a good Wilma Flintstone.
Yeah, Gillian Anderson would make a great wife.
Betty. Oh, Wilma, something's wrong.
Damn.
He'll fuck you up.
I'll fuck him up.
Mr. Handsome will fuck you up.
Dude, my cats play with me like that all day.
That's my cat.
That's your cat.
Mr. Handsome, Johnson Sausage Wilson III, not to be confused with the second of first, a.k.a. El Gato Diablo.
Wait, why are they handcuffed?
So he's literally kid. What kind of fucking TBK shit is this?
Pebbles and Bam Bam are gone.
Oh, So the boss guy
Want
that
to see your kids again? Bring the dictabird to the quarry at dawn. No police.
Dictabird?
Mr. Bird.
Dictabird.
yeah
Dictabird.
yeah Dick Bird.
Dick Bird?
It's like a
Mr.
Dick Bird.
So that's why she called him Mr. Bird?
Oh, it's a dictionary bird or something like that. Maybe.
The Dick Bird.
Mr. Flintstone is stealing office.
Dictation?
Quite
Dictation?
possibly. I don't know.
An example you want to set for your daughter? Where's kids? The
Dead.
bird, please.
Yeah.
The bird.
First, we want our children.
Of course. Bam, bam! Take one more step.
Someone should
Mr.
edit
Corey safety record
this
will be
with
severe.
scenes from Dune together to make
The bird.
Paul Muad'Dib, the character who plays the Dune, look like a total asshole.
What?
Capturing kids.
We're gonna get the kids back and then we'll rescue you.
They should cut this
See, that's it. Puppet.
Completely to
to fucking
To not-
shreds. And not fucking put it with anything.
Just replace it with Shrek.
Dude, what do you think is worse? Mario Brothers or the Flintstones?
And in the words of
Because I feel like they're two movies taken off of something, right?
right.
And literally just like
Really terrible.
did not pay any attention to the source material.
I'll watch anything with Dennis Hopper in it.
I'm going Mario
So,
Brothers
Mario
as well.
Brothers,
Yeah. I would rather watch Mario Brothers than the Flintstones. And that's saying something.
Ronnie, too much pressure.
Dude, this is Ancient Aliens. They got fucking Ancient Aliens crew to be like, this is exactly how they built it.
God, I couldn't do that. Barney Rubble's foot on my face.
Now what do we do? You get the kids. I'll try and stop this.
You get the kids, which is important. I'm just gonna stand here and try and move something that I've been trying to move.
Yeah.
It's like they built the set and then they realized if the movie fails, we can just retrofit it to be a ride at an amusement park.
Yeah.
It's a fucking mini golf course. 2 hours.
What weird edits. Wow. Okay.
Lizzie, if I haven't told you, you have a very distinguished chin. Shut up!
Oh, see, I know why he can't do it. He's not using his crotch and his back.
Back and groin.
Yup, back and groin. If he was all groin, all back, he would have already pulled that.
Oh yeah. He could have pulled that tenfold.
Absolutely.
Mayday! Mayday!
I believe so.
You did it! You called me Thunder!
Oh. Bam, 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 bam. He just goes back to that.
Rolling through the street, they call me Bam Bam.
Bam, bam. Little bam, bam.
Let me look at your cans.
No. Yeah, that's the whole rap style of Little Bam Bam. Is
Yeah.
that he just says bam, bam, but he does it in different flows. Just be like, ba-bam, bam. Ba-ba-ba-bam, bam, bam, ba-bam, ba-bam, bam.
And that's why it's wrong.
They didn't do more than one take for any scene.
Fuck
This
no, they
entire
only
thing.
had one take because it took them all their fucking budget to build these fake ass rocks.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
What is happening right now? Some kind of fucking crossbow?
Flintstone, kiss your bird.
Slingshot?
Oh, Mama.
Kiss your bird goodbye.
Bam Bam?
No, that's
Holly
How's it?
Berry, I knew it.
Will there be anything else, Mr. Flintstone?
She was not happy.
No, take the rest of the day off.
that's funny.
He's like, but nah, but for real, I could have had sex with you, right? I just need to know.
Just for the record.
I just need to know. Like, I literally could have been inside you.
Spank bank material.
Yup. Mental masturbation.
I could have done the Stone Age with you.
I could have got your bed to rock. with my cock. Yeah.
When I'm finishing it, it's in a sock.
Nope, no socks.
Oh yeah, bare feet.
Yeah, so really, like,
Dirty
it's...
feet.
Yeah, what did a man do before there was no socks?
Probably just went outside and jerked off in the middle of the street.
Into, like, a...
Everyone's like, what's that? I don't know. I don't got a problem with it, though.
There's just 30 guys in the street, like,
Yabba dabba doobie. My wife ain't giving me some, so I'm just gonna look at you, buddy. You're all just giving each other intense eye contact.
Oh my gosh.
That is mortifying.
They used to call this the Stone Age. We're calling it the Bone Age. Get over here, Barney.
Yeah, but too.
And then Fred's load just blows all over that dude.
Like that bird shit.
Why are they trusting the bird as well?
Yeah, the bird's key witness, bro.
Even the cops are wearing dresses. Everyone has... So far, it's like a toga party.
Why is that bird the only smart animal that's in it? He's like the only fucking one that's like, oh yeah, I can tell you everything that's happened. He'd literally just be like, biting everybody.
Just pulling shit out of his ass. And all these humans are like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
He's been defeathering for about a week now. He's that bald.
His butthole's just like puckered and ready.
Yeah, it
He's
looks like
my old owner Fred knew what to do.
He make the bubble gum look like it's chewed.
Yeah. Gotta wait 7 weeks until it comes out in my poo.
Oh, but that's only if it do. They weren't good at English, proper English.
That's what they say. Bam, bam, and
Mel Gibson wants to remake this movie like he did Passion of the Christ in the actual language, and it's just like subtitles.
Braveheart.
This is the actual Flintstones.
And then they just cut to a scene of them all banging in the bedroom.
Yeah. No, just out in the street.
This is what actual cavemen did.
Yeah.
They're just running a train on each other.
There's actually, yeah.
God.
Yes, God.
It's like a Congo line only with dicks and butts.
We might have to play the intro as an outro as well.
No one has more than one syllable name. Just ook, mong,
Go. Yeah.
chunk.
Gum gum.
No, if you want to really see a good caveman movie, though, the Quest for Fire. It's awesome. There literally is no talking in it. And it is just grunts and stuff.
Huh.
But it's phenomenal film.
Is it like subtitled?
No.
Rich beyond your wildest dreams.
I was always the richest man in the world.
I have my family. And
You know,
my
your
dog.
family needs money too.
Yeah, your family needs money.
It's the-
Yeah, unless you're expecting your wife to just go hoe out on the street.
Yeah.
You gotta have a job.
Somebody's got to pay for your crippling fucking addiction to porn and beer.
Who's gonna pay for the lotion, the street lotion?
Crippling addiction to Brontosaurus puss.
Yeah. Saber-tooth tie her up.
Freya, I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud of you, Bernie.
I'm starving. Me too. What do you say we get some breakfast? Steak and eggs for everybody. My treat. Hey, Bonnie. Yeah, Fred. Could you spare me a couple bucks? I'm a little short.
Wow.
Yeah. You've been a VP since forever.
They've been watching this shitty movie in the reality of Bedrock at the fucking drive-in
Star
movie.
Wars?
George Lucas, Star Wars.
He's got some fucking tar
And
swords.
there's the scene.
If
Yep.
it doesn't tip over, I don't know what's what.
Oh, it tipped over.
I think we're all supposed to be pretty satisfied about that. I'm not.
They're like, hey, we did the intro, we did the outro, we slapped some fucking shit in.
We did the milk.
And then the cat.
Yep. Why's the cat gotta go out?
Not the dog.
It's bullshit.
Wilma!
Gay old time. When gay just meant happy.
Yeah.
You're just going to have a happy time. The producers wish to thank the people at Bedrock and the Bedrock Film Commission without whose... I didn't get to finish it.
The dinosaurs for coming to make him this motion picture. I can't read it now. Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah,
What the
Big Holiday.
fuck just happened? I can't believe we literally sat through this.
Compared to last week's Godzilla, I'd say it's probably about another 10 out of 10. The story made complete sense. There was no gap in dialogue. The casting was phenomenal.
Could Matthew Broderick been Fred Flintstone, you think?
He could have been Barney. Like, he would have been good as Barney.
Yeah, dye his hair.
Yeah.
Make him Betty.
Shit, yeah, he'd be better than...
Ruined Matthew Broderick's career, not Rick Moranis.
Yeah. That's probably
he
what...
deserves to have
Is
a
it
career.
Rick Moranis or is it Rick Moranis? Is it Anus?
Rick Moranis?
Have you ever heard it said that way?
It's Rick Moranis.
Moranis.
Yeah.
Moranis.
Yeah, they talk
Either
about
way,
it.
I guess.
Yeah. But Rick Moranis, if you want to be proper.
If you don't want to be proper, watch the Flintstones and you can fucking see his anus.
Yeah.
Everybody else's.
In the streets.
You see Bam Bam's nuts.
Bam Bam's cans.
What the... Yeah.
If you're into feet.
If you're into fucking...
Dirty hippie feet.
Dan Schneider flicks. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Okay. Ryan, you take it. What are your final thoughts? The Flintstones, 1994.
I think that their plan B was just to open a theme park if the movie failed, which it did. Because, you build the set and you've got all this... What'd you say? They spent most of their budget on fake rocks?
Yeah, it appeared that way. For sure.
That's all I got.
That's it, huh?
What
would you rate it? Would you recommend this film to somebody?
1 out of 100.
I wouldn't even recommend this to someone. I wouldn't recommend this to someone who has no taste.
That's why I'm here, because I had no taste.
I wouldn't let my children watch this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an insult to my intelligence.
Truly. I couldn't agree more.
Literally change anything about it, and it would have been an improvement.
Actually, let Bam Bam speak his own lines. Change out Rosie O'Donnell.
He's like Groot.
This kid doesn't sound like enough of a kid. Let's just give him like a smoker voice. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. I mean, they stuck with it for what he did. He said throughout the entire cartoon, but like the whole premise of this movie was complete whack. The dialogue made no sense. You couldn't follow the story.
Whack.
Regardless, we were talking through most of it about other movies, but that should say enough as it is that we couldn't even keep our own attention on the movie.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Halle Berry, probably the best thing about the movie, to be completely honest. Like, she held up to her guns in the acting, and then Fred Flintstone was kind of just the basic chauvinistic, dominant alpha male. And then Barney Rubble was the kind of meek dude that would just stand in the shadows and not take any credit for anything. Anytime he did anything good, he'd always push it to Fred, who was more than happy to accept it.
Yeah.
But out of all, 10 out of 10 again. Like, I think we've been real lucky with picking our last time of Godzilla in this.
Yeah, I mean...
No, it needed too much to change. Too much needed to be changed on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and literally, in certain aspects, you're taking the words right out of my mouth, the both of you. Because this movie, like I said, it didn't know the source material, and it's trying to create something that I feel like goes over kids' heads. And if it's going over kids' heads, and kids really are on the brink of not even knowing who the Flintstones are, then you're appealing only to parents. And do the parents really want to go to the movies and see the Flintstones? Because I feel like there's a lot of adult themes in this film.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's like they filled a niche that just didn't need to be filled.
I mean, you're dealing with adult problems for the most part.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, holding steady friendships.
Maintaining a job career.
Marriage. Yeah.
Fidelity.
Adultery. Bam, bam, bam. Like, there's autism, raising an autistic kid.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of adult themes within this movie to where I'm just like, where were you aiming this at? Because if you were aiming this towards kids, I feel like it should have been more like, who got you, like, in your face, like, a bunch of crazy shit happening, and it wasn't. It was really slow to the point where we did conversate about other films. I lost complete track of the fucking movie to where Simon had to fucking mansplain what was happening.
They took way too many opportunities to just try to recreate some dumb fucking joke from the cartoon.
Which I don't even recall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't recall those jokes.
These are the things that will make people recognize it as the Flintstones.
It's not Rosie O'Donnell as Betty.
No. Well, no, because they both had... Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, something that they could pull off of from the Flintstones TV show to throw in a movie, and I'm drawing a complete blank on what they pulled from, because to the best of my recollection, I do not remember anything that they talked about in this entire movie.
CGI. They had a CGI Dino. They had a CGI Saber-tooth Tiger.
Yeah,
Why
they
not
had
have a
Dino.
CGI alien that shows
Well,
up?
okay,
and
yeah.
Was that in the second movie? Quite possibly.
From the animated series, they had this alien that would show up and talk to
Right.
Grand Wishes.
But literally, you can tell that they focused on the intro and that outro. Mm-hmm. And, like, really nailing that down to where, like,
if we don't get this right, we ain't got a movie.
Yeah, this is what the whole movie's about. We just throw the fucking stuffing into the turkey, but the turkey is the fucking intro, and the fucking ass of the turkey is the outro, and we just stuff some fucking shit in there. Make sure you get fucking Halle Berry. Like, it's ridiculous. Rick Moranis, Anus, whatever the fuck, should not be Barney. Is terrible Barney.
I feel like a lot of these people are really talented. Like, this is way below their level of acting ability.
Well, I feel like, it could have been better, though, I think.
Yeah, it was complete misuse of talent that they had.
Yes. Yes.
They didn't cast him properly. Who they did cast, they put him in the wrong spot. I mean, aside from maybe John Goodman, like, he seemed to be, him and, what was her name, Elizabeth Perkins? Like, they were the two that kind of seemed to fit, and then... I mean, Bam Bam and whoever...
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know, Pebbles?
Yeah, Pebbles. Like, those two, but, like, as far as Barney and Wilma... Or not Barney and Wilma, Barney and Betty. And then even the guy that ran the quarry. Everybody else, aside from, like, Halle Berry, too. Like, she played a good instigator for the love interest of Fred and Wilma. Yeah.
Succubus.
But
incubus.
Yeah, and then things work out between the two. They're just smiling at each other.
He didn't fall for it, right? That's how that works, right? A woman's tempting you.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to know if you're gonna break. You don't break. Well, now she has, like, this respect for you. So that was at the end of the movie. But again, that's over a kid's head, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I've never fucked some chick I worked with, then decided not to fuck a chick I worked with, so that we had a better relationship. And, you know, that doesn't happen when you're fucking 10.
No.
So, again, where is this aimed at? Like, what fucking audience were you trying to get?
Yeah, because even the build-up at the end, it probably lasted about, 2.5, 3 minutes of the entire, close-up of, this guy's actually the bad guy, and he's causing this. Like, that flew way by, and they kind of just dragged out another hour and 20 minutes.
He was a shitty bad guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A volcano outside of Bedrock is about to erupt and destroy everyone.
Yeah, Fred and Barney got to save the girls.
The fucking
gotta
woolly
save the
mammoths
girls, Bob.
have got a fucking bowling tournament going on. The lava starts spilling out.
Mm-hmm.
They
Water-
gotta try
water
and get
buffalo.
back home. But meantime, some fucking smooth talkers, snake fucking oil selling motherfuckers come into town. It's like, we can save your troubles. We got the perfect solution. Oh, aren't they heroes? Then they show up with their woolly mammoth, still gear, the head on, their beers. And they're like, what the hell's going on? Who are these guys? These GQ motherfuckers. Played by Zac Efron.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, is Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, actually. I'm down with that.
It took you 30 seconds to come up with it.
And Vin Diesel is Barney Rubble.
Yeah.
And it's just Fast and the Furious Flintstones.
Yeah,
We just want the Flintstones
Vin
back.
Diesel has really callous feet.
I feel like they tried to pull just little tidbits throughout the entire series of the Flintstones cartoon and throw it into an hour and a half with just carelessness. Like the whole plant, the bowling.
Yeah. The lynching.
The lynching, the adoption.
I'm being lynched, Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm selling snow cones.
Lynch me too. I'm fucking done with my life.
Hey, Fred, I'm selling snow cones.
Oh, your ice cream man stopped me when I'm passing by.
Let's go jerk off in the middle of the street after the episode, okay?
We ain't got no socks.
Our wives left us because, hint, hint, they're both lesbians.
Okay, here's a good question.
Yeah.
The Flintstones, if it was made today, what kind of jokes would they have? Because I feel like there'd be like a Tinder joke. Over, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
have like some kind of rock that's a pad that you're like doing like iPad stuff on or something. What do you guys envision? Like if this was made today?
Well, I like think of the basic thing. Oh, they're working with rocks all the time, so like, hey, bud, you want to go get stoned? And they're like just banging their heads with rocks or something like that. I think that'd work out really well.
Big cartoon lumps.
Yeah.
That like shoot out, you know?
Yeah, like the Wile E. Coyote, like
Uh-huh.
indentation growing to be the peak of a mountain.
Yeah.
I feel like that would work out really well. What about you?
Instead of headphones, they just have two birds on their head talking into either.
Hey, this song sounds like my wife.
Yeah, it's is this Chicago?
Yeah, it didn't hit many marks at all.
No.
I
Instead
need to see.
of drones, they'd have pterodactyls.
Ooh. Yes. Good call, dropping rocks on people and
Yeah.
shit.
That are like big dookie bombs.
Could you imagine that movie? Literally. The Flintstones, right? Like, the volcano, say it's like erupting outside. The fucking smooth talker salespeople have come into town. They have, like, a fucking, you know, company they're working for that literally has, like, they're militarized. And so now Fred and Barney have to, like, make, like, all the people they work with unite so they can fling rocks and, like, take their fucking, like, group out.
It's like a workers' union strike.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd make a lot
Yeah,
more
that sounds-
sense than the whole.
I got a promotion and I'm throwing my friend
Yeah.
under a bus.
Yeah, as I'm buying a shit ton of expensive stuff in the house that he's living in now because he switched the test scores and he has to rent his house out to me.
Selfish.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't think I have
Fred
much more to say
Flintstone
about
is the
it.
most selfish person.
I just don't. Yeah, it's
And
not
he has
even.
the audacity to ask for a couple of bucks at the end of it. Let's go get a pizza. Hey, Bond, got a couple bucks.
I blew it on crack and cocaine and hookers.
I just can't believe that this is literally what they made. I just hate the idea that you couldn't think of something better.
I think we did. I think we did just think of something better.
Well, yeah, I think
It really is upsetting to me though, because it's almost like a fanboy thing, you know, where I try not to like go there, but just like loving the Flintstones. And now watching this movie, I don't know when the fucking, probably like 95 or something is when I watched this movie. And watching it now, it's really just disheartening. It hurts almost in a way, like, to fucking watch a movie that has so much potential. Like,
it's like a 2-hour commercial.
Yeah, you have literally how many episodes of cartoons to make a fucking movie from? Yeah. And you decided...
Actually, most of those episodes are pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait,
and pretty, there was a couple of good jokes here and there. I haven't watched the cartoon in a long time, but I remember watching it as a kid and thinking this is not half bad.
Yeah. I bet as a kid watching this, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think I watched this in 94. I was 12.
I probably started cutting myself after watching this fucking movie.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of think and start to question whether or not they actually have somebody that enjoyed, like, say, the Flintstones or something else that they had brought back from the past, like the director or the writers. I wondered if they even brought somebody on that was an actual fan and actually had any kind of history from the film behind the writing.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right, Simon. Because, I mean, that's what happened with X-Men, right?
Yeah.
You had Bryan Singer or whatever signed on to it, and he told people literally, don't read comics from the X-Men. This isn't going to be that. What do you mean this isn't going to be that?
Yeah, how can you, in good faith, call it X-Men if you're going to tell everybody on set to completely ignore everything that X-Men is?
Yeah.
And then make a movie and then just pretty much probably be like this, where you just pulled...
Yeah, I mean, you could there are single stories, there are episodes of the Flintstones you could turn into a movie.
Yeah.
Just snag the plot, just take right out of there. There's a single issue of the X-Men you could just turn into a movie.
Yeah.
And it would be perfectly
fine.
Or
a series or whatever, like a 6-part, comic series.
You don't have to rewrite everything and then just take bits and pieces and try to by recreating the intro and outro sequences to the cartoon, they tried to faithfully recreate them, but it doesn't work because you're trying to also have a story happen.
Yeah.
Why not just start with a story instead of trying to translate a cartoon into a movie? It doesn't.
Yeah, it's like they opened up with the opening scenes of the Flintstones, and they're like, okay, you're watching the Flintstones. Then they throw a whole bunch of shit in the middle of it.
Right.
And then at the end, they're like, okay, this is the ending of the Flintstones. Right. This is what you just watched.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
It's like...
People remember what they see first and they see last. So we got some psychology being worked there.
Yeah,
some Halle Berry in the middle, and you got a winning combination.
Yeah, you ask anybody about this movie that hasn't seen it in the past 20 years, you're like, oh yeah, well, it matched up in the beginning, then it had a hot Halle Berry in the middle, and then it had it hit it to a T at the end with the closing scenes. As far as the middle, it was just complete filler.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. His name is the Great Gazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't they give him his own TV show too?
And why couldn't the Great Gazoo show up to help with the volcano eruption outside of Bedrock?
There's a volcano eruption? I didn't even know that.
No, in the movie that we were remaking because of how you could do it better. You could, bring in that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan's been saying, why not bring in more characters?
Right,
the main Mr. Slate. Where was Mr. Slate?
Right.
He's the main boss.
He got the glasses.
Yeah, they showed him
at the end. He
twice.
shows up for 30 seconds. At the end.
But yeah, and I guess that kind of plays to the point of this movie being completely forgettable. Is that you mentioned something that you guys were talking about making your own Flintstone movie. And I was like, oh, did I miss that in the actual movie that we just watched? Not even 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's extremely forgettable, the middle plot line. You can know that you watched the Flintstones just because they...
I was just wondering, how many times are they going to show people with their feet driving the cars?
Sticking them up on desks and stuff.
How many times are they going to reuse that joke?
Yeah.
You did it one time, you're good. You can't just keep...
I've never been into feet. Is anybody in the feet here?
Not particularly,
no. Yeah,
Not
no.
Really, no.
I don't.
Kind of grossed me out a little.
Yeah, feet are kind of weird.
Oh yeah, when you're walking around in dirt all day too, and it's just like completely black souls from the lava rock.
Oh, they all have ringworm of some kind.
Oh yeah.
Some kind of fucking shit.
It's probably why they're all wearing dresses, is to kind of dry their crotch rot out.
Oh yeah. Instead of Old Spice, it's like fucking some porcupine you drag under your arm.
Oh yeah, the needles really prick the skin and let the internal essence out.
It's that fucking lithium meth. Instead of lithium meth, though, they'd have some fucking prehistoric shit. Well,
yeah.
The Flintstones, 1994. I think we found out that it's really not worth it.
No.
And that it's disappointing to find that out. At least for me. Because I actually had high hopes watching this that it would be better than I remembered, and it's not.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than I remembered.
It's convoluted and misdirected, and I feel like there's nothing to keep up with that's even worth it. What am I paying attention to?
Yeah.
It's a fucking cartoon. If you can't make a cartoon something to pay attention to, live action, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. NBKIA Podcast. This is Jonathan.
This is Ryan.
This is Simon.
We out.